Hi, this is David again, and I wanted to. If it's not airplanes, it's the telephone, it's the kids. Let me compose myself. There's not much composure to me. I really. Now I've lost the webcam. Oh, God, let me get the webcam back. Oh, please, webcam, come back. There you are. Jesus. I know Jesus. Or Satan are right on my little shoulders going, what the hell is this guy doing? And my Mormon fear. I know it's... I lost the webcam again. I can't believe it. Oh, please, webcam, stay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Jesus, I'll stop. Okay, President Monson, you got it. Jesus. Anyway, let me compose. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, some people are really persistent. I want to talk upon the subject of gay people in the Mormon Church. And maybe that's why the phone is ringing. I'm losing my picture. The webcam is going out. Jeez. This is a serious subject, and I don't know why. I've got all this... Here we go again. I've lost the video again. All this crap going on. Anyway... I just want to make some reasonable comments on gay and lesbian people as it relates to the Mormon Church. Now, when I was growing up in the church in the 60s, 70s, and even going to the BYU in the 70s, early 70s, I never really knew much or heard much about gay people. The Mormon Church was extremely quiet and extremely secretive. I didn't know anything about it. And it's taken me 63 or 4 years to realize that that was on purpose, that the church did not know what to do with gay people. And they have continually stayed in that position until just the last 2 or 3 years, where the gay marriage idea has come up. And the church has gone berserk. Now, there's a couple of reasons that the Mormon Church has gone berserk on gay marriages. In the law, we have what's called full faith and fellowship. That basically, if somebody has a license plate or a license from another state, we recognize it when it comes across a state line. Well, that covers marriage. If you have a marriage certificate from New York and you come across a state line under the full faith and credit, statutes, basically you're married in the state of Utah. Now here's the problem. Here's where the Mormon Church, I don't know where they're going to go. I really can't predict, because it is so complex and so undermining to their basic doctrine. I don't know where they're going to go. In the Mormon Church, a man and a woman go to the temple. They're both interviewed, and they're quizzed about their penis and their vagina, that it has not had activity with the opposite sex. And then they get a temple recommend, and if they pay their money, tithing to the mall downtown, they get to go to the temple. Well, that's not a big problem, and the children that are sealed to them, their own children, are there for time and eternity. The Mormons believe that that ceremony and the people performing it have the authority to make that for time and eternity. Well, now what do you do when John and Jim come into the state and they are legally married? So any kinds of sexual activity between them would be permitted under law. And the Mormon Church says that they honor and obey the law of the land. Do they? They never have before. What makes me think they're going to obey it this time? So do you think John and Jim are going to be able to go to the bishop and the state president, go through the interview of morally clean and paying their tithing, and then they're going to go to the temple and be married for time and all eternity? Well, the Mormon Church has a big problem. They've got a big, big, huge problem, and that's why they've spent so many millions of dollars in California on Proposition 8, which I predict will eventually go through. And there's 5 or 6 other states right now that allow gay and lesbian marriages. Now, here's some of the traditional arguments that just don't hold water with me. I'm not speaking for gay and lesbians. I'm not speaking for the Mormon Church, for or against it. I'm speaking as a human being that have seen and heard things with 50 years experience in the Mormon Church. One of the arguments with the gay people and lesbians is they can't have children. And if everyone was gay and lesbian, the world would stop having people. Well, I don't know about you other guys, and I know 85% of the guys that watch this video are my viewers, and there's about 16% or so of females. But I don't think there's anything in this world that could turn me gay. I like girls, and I like the way that they're developed and put together. I can't think of too many homosexual men that could influence me to become a homosexual, and probably the same way with you. So the fear of them not having any children is ridiculous. I've seen the children in the Philippines and in third world countries that starve every day. And if you are going to say with the Mormon Church, it's better that they starve than to live with 2 daddies or 2 mommies, hey, that's your opinion. It's not mine. I've seen those little ones, and I don't think 2 dads are going to turn a heterosexual child to a homosexual child. There are many, many people who live together, especially females, a daughter and a mother, and the kids that come out of that relationship are not lesbians. Now, here's the other thing that makes me think that this is a crock of crap. When you look at the homosexual and lesbian statistic, throughout the world, every country has approximately 7%. Now, you have a little bit of gray area with bisexuals and transsexuals and cross-dressers and a few other areas of human sexuality. But if 7% is consistent throughout the world, how can it be related to nurture and not nature? What explains that to you? Every culture is different. You would think, some cultures in France, they'd be 33% homosexual maybe, and in Germany, they would be 1%. It's consistent, right at about 7% across the world. Now, as a sociologist and a person trained in human development, etc., I'm saying to myself, that's not nurture. That's basically nature. It appears that genetically those people are predispositioned to be of a sexual orientation that is more of a minority than the rest of us. I find the people gentle. I've never seen a homosexual war. I've never seen, all the wars are heterosexuals. I've never seen the violence with homosexuals that I've seen with the heterosexuals. They're always beating up homosexuals, calling them names, being mean. I've never seen this small group of people be violent, hateful, resentful, and or trying to convert. Let me put my glasses on so I don't go over the time. Okay. I've never seen the homosexuals or lesbians knock on my door and go, brother, we're here with a message from Jesus. He wants you to be gay. May we come in? I've never seen it. These people aren't recruiting anybody. But I've had Mormons knock on the door and go, we're from Jesus Christ and we have a message for you. May we come in? It's funny, but it's also tragic. I don't see homosexuals knocking on doors, putting out pamphlets, putting up billboards that say homos are a good thing, lesbians are loving people. I've never seen the advertisement, the public relations, and the, hi, I'm a homosexual and I skateboard and I also ride a motorcycle. I've never seen it. And yet the people who hate them the most are the Mormons. They're the ones that spend millions of dollars. They're the ones that say it's the work of the devil. They're the ones that say the Bible is better to spill your sperm out onto the ground than the belly of a whore. I'm not sure I agree with that. I'm not sure I agree with that. This is hateful, resentful doctrine. Some of the general authorities and some of the members of the church, parents, find out that their children are gay or lesbian. They change their minds. Most of them don't push those kids away and hate them. They embrace them and go, hey, you know, what you do in your bedroom is your own business, and have even welcomed in their chosen mates. So I'm saying, in retrospect, I have worked with homosexuals. I didn't know it. I moved in with one, and he played classical piano, and he had many boyfriends that came over. And finally, when I realized what was going on, I realized that what he was doing was illegal, not being homosexual, but having a massage business in his bedroom and strangers coming in and paying for the massage. I finally just told him I can't have the DA or the sheriff come in here and think I'm part of what's going on here. So we parted friends. And I have found that these people are extremely talented in dance and choreography and poetry. If you believe that the black race are extremely talented in athletics, which they seem to be, from my eyes, it appears to me that gay and lesbian couples and individuals are extremely talented in the arts. And so our world would be very different without them, and sadly different without them. So I just want people to know how many suicides are going on in the Mormon church. It's almost rampant that we hear every month or so a homosexual man, usually young man, 16, 18 years old, who commits suicide because of the way the Mormon church has treated him. So let me say in conclusion, people are people. We all have basically the same needs and wants and desires in life. And what goes on in my bedroom when I close the door is none of your business. And whether I have children or not is also none of your business. Does it mean that every sterile couple that can't have children are in the homosexual category of they can't reproduce, so the world is going to go to hell? Of course not. So let's be fair. Let's be understanding. Let's be compassionate. And let's just be people. Let's just try to get along. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching.